Hello and welcome to Besiege. This is a map I was working on. If you've joined my Discord server, you would have seen that I posted an image of this map when it was work in progress. It's for having plane and ground battles. You can't see too much with all the fog, but luckily I can disable that with the skybox selector to make it look really nice. Look at that, you can actually see everything now. It's incredible. Also, did those always have shadows? Oh, I think it's... Oh, I don't remember that. Oh, it's these things that don't have... No, they do. Huh. I wonder if that was an update. This one doesn't, but maybe it's just too big. Anyways, back onto the topic. I can drive around on the ground. This is blue team's vehicle spawn. Can drive around. There's these mountains you have to go around, but I've designed this tank to be able to go over them. It's completely vanilla, which is really satisfying to watch for me, because I don't build many vanilla things. In the wheels, it's vanilla suspension. I don't know how to make super good suspension. Great team spawn is just the center of the map for people that just spawn in. They haven't chose a side to spawn on yet. And over here is red team. Now, since I spawned on blue team, I can capture red's base by either destroying buildings, which hasn't actually been implemented yet, won't make your progress bar go up, or I can sit in the capture zone, which gives me the high ground, which means I can be shot at, but I can't really shoot back down. Here, there you go. You can see the progress bar slowly goes up, and it's actually a bit fast. Should probably turn it down, because I need time for people to actually catch up to me and shoot me. And same thing over here. There is another spawn point that you can get to. It'll speed up the time scale so I can get there faster. Same thing, but a bit of protection. And then there's the airport, which is for planes, which a vehicle can also use, but it's a lot slower. And I think only the first box so far works. Here we go. Yeah, only this one works. There's usually I have to just copy information over to make them work. There is I think a cube underground. Yeah, that's how it works. So as soon as I get out, the progress stops going up. And that's pretty much the extent for ground vehicles. Of course, you can shoot these buildings. I'm going to make something so I'll increase the building strength, so you can't just simply drive through them. I should turn infinite ammo on, because doing this is a bit unfair, since a ground vehicle is extremely superior to air, since you just do that and get all the points. Minimal damage to your machine. So now for air. Oh, also that border is just so we can actually see where the border is when flying planes. Now planes have to spawn back here because they're a lot faster. And here we go. Let me grab a plane real quick. I'll use this one. This is a vanilla plane I built. Oh, my skins aren't working at the moment. I'll have to just disable that. Sorry about that. You can't see how it looks. It's just painted gray. For some reason, this plane always turns to the left, so I just have to do this if I want to fly in a straight line. Pulls up just like that. Something funny about this plane is it actually pulls up easier if you yaw. That was a bad example, but if I do this without hitting the runway, since it kind of sticks up a little bit, it can take off faster. I don't know, like a boomerang, I guess. You see that? Does that? Anyways, plane. This one doesn't have any bombs on it. That'd be my other one. I should probably have used that one as a better example. All these cubes, though, they have different mass depending on their size. So the big ones you don't want to hit. The average sized ones, which are the one I'm heading to, you also don't want to hit, I'm assuming, unless your plane is strong enough. Yeah, you don't really want to hit that. But the really small ones, if I have enough speed to actually get up to one of them. Okay, let me not crash anything here. These ones are so light that, I mean, this plane is not the best at being maneuverable. If I were to hit one, you just push him out of the way. It's kind of funny. I like it. Also, the way they spawn in, can I move my camera? Yes. They spawn kind of in a cluster, so it's random every time, and it makes a nice sound whenever you spawn in. I could have made them more random by using a actual randomizer, but I didn't feel like doing that. I just wanted a quick, simple little thing. Now let me get my better plane. right here. It has to take off on the ground or on the air, just currently because the bombs are lower than the landing gear. But this plane is pretty good. It has 5 bombs. I don't think I've actually showed it off yet. It has pretty good automation for not crashing to the ground. I think it's shift to activate. Yeah, so I'm not touching the keyboard right now. Now it won't see the wall, so I'll have to turn it manually for that. But let's see. It's kind of hard to turn. It is not the best. I'm not good at making vanilla planes. Oh, I forgot. Since this one has bombs, the auto flying doesn't work with the bombs because they're in the way of the sensors. It was an afterthought to add the bombs on. It used to be a fighter, hence the guns on the front. Well, I mean, every plane should have guns to defend itself, but what is the bomb button? I keep forgetting. I've swapped it a few times. I think it is now B or N. Oh, it's N. Okay. So you can see you do bombing runs. You can get points for your team. That was really bad. Usually better. There we go. Tents aren't really worth bombing since you can drive through them with a vehicle. Those will stay the same because that makes sense. Houses, not so much. So you see this kind of thing. Oops, I did not mean to click space. I meant to click N. That's the kind of thing you'd do here. Or, if you wanted, you could just capture the enemy airport. Let me get over there quickly. Now if you're wondering what those cubes are, I'm gonna get to them next. Let me just quickly drop all the bombs so I can actually land. Who knows, maybe I'll hit something. I hit 1 thing, 2 things, 3 things. Awesome. It's pretty much my average, is 3 to 4. Now if I turn off the engines, you're supposed to... Doesn't really actually matter which way you land on it. There is no right way currently. There probably won't be a right way. It's just whatever way you come from. Now let me land here. And you're supposed to actually land on specifically this one, because from earlier, it's the one that actually has code in it right now. You would just basically land here. You see it flickers a little bit. That's just supposed to happen to tell you that it's working. Not really to tell you it's working, I just need that to make it work. I'll probably make these invisible once the game's actually ready. And eventually I will win from that. Now, a few more things with this. If I push shift and I drop all the bombs first, it will completely land on its own if I turn off the engine. It's actually very good at going a straight line. Just like that. And also, if I turn, there we go, it will take off completely on its own. I'm not touching the keyboard right now. Look at that. It takes off and it stabilizes. If I were to roll it a bit and try and let go, no hands. That's so nice. I like it. It's really good for just being like assisted flying. So while I'm flying, if I do some maneuver and I get confused, especially if I'm in first person, and let's say I'm like, oh no, what have I just done? Let go of the keyboard and it does everything for me. Almost better, if not actually better, than what I could do from this camera angle, because I sometimes get disoriented with camera angles. But now, onto these cubes. These are probably going to remain unused a lot because people don't use airships too often, but they're the airship spawns. The reason they're in the air is so they can spawn closer to the enemy base, because airships are generally pretty slow. Forgot how to drive this one, it's been a while. There we go. First airship with the new smoothable, bendable blocks. I like it. Don't know if that's supposed to be steam. I think it's just supposed to look like air kind of coming out. Then the heat makes it rise. So it spawns closer, so there's less time of being in the air because they're slow. And in the air so they don't get shot down immediately. Also, we're gonna have some rules. So, ground vehicles, pretty much anything if it's vanilla. Planes can only carry 5 bombs at most. We might change. Oh, my cat just jumped onto my keyboard. Well, you might hear her in the background. What's the drop bomb button? I don't know if V is gonna drop all the bombs or just a few, but we'll see once I go over a house. Here we go. Drop. She's nudging my hand. Yes, I see you. Okay, my cat obviously wants something. I'll be back. Now, what I was saying. Airships can carry as many bombs as they want. They're probably not going to be restricted to being vanilla, just because their vanilla airship is kind of hard to make without being extremely big, laggy, and dying instantly from getting shot by a single plane. So they'll probably be allowed to use mods. We're probably going to eventually do stuff with mods on this game mode too. It's just a lot easier to do vanilla first just to test it out. Now, I forgot how you drop the bombs. 1, 2, and 3 are different cameras for guns. Would it be... Oh? What's B do? What are those? Oh, they were ballasts. Oh, I'm gonna go up uncontrollably now. That's for if I'm carrying something heavy. Oh, there's different speed boosts. That's what those pistons are. Anyways, that's what drops all the bombs. I was looking for there's a button to drop them one at a time. They won't hit anything there, but the idea is you'd go close up or over a building and drop it. Now, if I wanted to, if there was, let's say, a plane oncoming or something, I'd go to the gunner view, and if there's someone on the other side, I'd switch the other gun, and you could shoot him. It's really slow. I'd have to make this like way faster. And there's the cannon right on the front for certain things. Let's see if I can get a building from here. I doubt it. I'll have to go down a lot, and that'll take a long time. Let me just try and shoot something and see where it goes. Well, nothing's gonna happen there. It's not gonna hit. What if I just keep on firing? It's bound to break eventually, right? Oh, have I hit the roof? No, I don't think there is a roof. I think it's been disabled, actually. One of the mods, right? No, there is a roof. Oh, did not know that. Oh, I have to disable the roof. That's right. It's through one of the controls here, and I don't know how to get that to work. Well, that's essentially this map. Airships, ground vehicles, and planes. There's also some stuff over here you can go through. There's this, used to have some wind around it, but it was very annoying. You can fly a plane through this if you want to try and lose an enemy. And I think I added the sword? I might have not added it though, it might have just already been there. I know I made this wonderful thing right here. It doesn't really have a purpose. It's supposed to look like one of those stones that have 2 holes in the stone. Where is it? This thing. Oh, that's tiny. Well, it's average size, and this one is just huge. There, it's supposed to look like this, except the hitbox on these don't allow you to actually fly through it. So as you can see, yeah. I can't actually, it's so incredibly weak. I can't actually put the barrel through, because as soon as it taps the hole, it explodes. Oh, hey, it didn't actually explode that time. Nope. At that time it did. So that's pretty much it for this map. There is another map, but I will show you that next time. It is a giant factory obstacle course-like thing. It's nowhere near complete, but there's a few cool things. And there's a bit of a Factorio reference. If you've played that game, you'll definitely see it with some of the machines I've built. And we will probably do some videos on this map. We'll definitely do some videos on this map with battles. We've tried it a few times. Turns out the planes are... I am not good at flying a plane and shooting other planes, so I'd most likely be a bomber. I'm probably better with vehicles, like the tank I built. I really like that. And I like airships too. We'll have to see how it plays out. I'll record a video on it. Who knows? Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it won't be that great. We'll have to tune some stuff. We'll have to see.